Alrighty guys, welcome to Yoga with Echo. So happy to have you here with me this morning, maybe afternoon or evening for you, in the lovely Santa Cruz, California. So we are in winter. It is quite cold here and chilly, and I'm feeling a bit bundled today. So our practice will be around heating and activating and warming the body, but not just the body, warming the energy and the heart, and just activating ourselves and coming into a space of embodiment. And I'm going to be a little vulnerable and share with you guys today my practice that I've been in the last month and a half. This has been a tough year for everyone, and I've spoken a little bit about heartbreak lately, and I teach what feels real for me. I teach what feels important, and I do that not to fit in with, the message and the energy of every single person, but to reach out to those that are going through the same thing. And for those of us that aren't going through it at the moment, we can be empathetic towards those that are, because we've all been there before. And so I lost a great love of my life in the last month and a half, in a breakup, and it was really, really, really painful, and is really painful. And something that I've really done lately is just my practice and my ritual has really grounded me back into, heart resonance and being centered with myself. And something that I want to share with you guys today, right before my partner broke up with me, there was this card that I bought, and it's a unicorn, and it says, "You are my dream come true." And I was going to gift it to him after this event that we were going to, but I didn't get to give it to him. And so after, it made me really sad to see it sitting on my altar. And I just thought, it made me feel so empty and so heavy. And I thought, actually, I am my dream come true. And the first relationship that should be important to me is my relationship to myself. And so one day I took the letter, and it was empty, and I began to write a love letter to myself. And each day when I was in pain, I would read this to myself. And I've just come back to my altar today after being away for a few weeks, and I read it because I was feeling so heavy and in just this really tender and raw space. And it just brought me joy and just brought me tenderness for the fact that, no matter when we lose things, we always have ourselves. We always have ourselves, and that abundance and that love and that connection to self, it doesn't go away. No matter what happens, no matter if the world walks away or we lose a loved one to death or to sickness or to just, energies moving in different directions or any other thing that feels traumatic in our lives, a feeling of loss. But when we are here for ourselves and we cultivate and nurture that relationship to self, we can make it through anything. And so I'm going to share with you the letter that I wrote to myself, and I'm going to encourage that you do the same for yourself, because it's deeply, deeply healing and activating for that self-love in those moments where you just feel so alone and so dark and just feel like the world is on your shoulders. My dear sweet girl, you are a miraculous gift. You are an uncharted wonder that I never could have imagined would guide me on such a powerful journey. I am forever grateful for your presence in my life. You bring me so much joy. You have such a clever little jester in you. I giggle at your playfulness. You are fun. And the wonderful adventures you take me on have filled me for a lifetime. Oh, the treasures we have found. Excuse me. And the moments we have shared. They are priceless. Your love for the world and the people in it brings tears to my eyes daily. You have such a huge capacity to love. You care so tremendously. I feel it. I am proud to know you. I feel being in your presence allows me to move more freely in a rigid world. I love the way you love and touch. We have experienced so much pleasure together and so much pain. I thank you for holding us through the pain. I don't know how you did. I'll always be thankful for my life because of your ability to always be a warrior. You are so strong yet so soft, so mighty yet so small. I will never understand how you've come through what we have, but you do, every time. And with a smile, even if you've been broken over and over, you always pick up the pieces. You never give up. I am just so fucking grateful that I get to be your best friend in this life, that I get to share vision with you, and joy and anger and ecstasy. There is nowhere else I'd rather be than dancing here with you. Love, us. It just makes my heart, like, I'm not going to cry on camera, but it just makes me really tender. I want that for each of you. I want that for everyone. I want that deep relationship to self, like a deep, deep love, and just to know that you're always going to come through it. So that being said, let's get warm and get activated in our bodies. I'm going to take off my funny little socks, and let's start at the top of your yoga mats. You can move a block off to the side if you have it, but standing at the top of your yoga mats, ground down through the feet. Bring the hands alongside the body. Shut the eyes down, and let's just take a moment to be in our miraculous, wonderful, beautiful vessels. So all that love that I've written in that card for me, I hope that you can see that about yourself. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bring hands to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. This time, inhale, reach. Bend the elbows, open the heart space, slight back bend here. Again, inhale, sweep the arms down and up. And exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bend the elbows, open the heart. Inhale, reach. And exhale, bow down. Inhale, halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank and pause here. Ground down through the palms, slight rounding of the upper back, pull the belly in. So building some heat here. And bring that intention into self. Loving self. So acknowledging yourself, the wonderful aspects of self, all the parts. Take an inhale. Exhale, let the knees drop. Bring the chest right between the hands, hips high. Inhale, slide forward onto the belly. Open the heart space, Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips towards the heels, tuck the toes. Press back, downward facing dog. You can pedal it out here if you need. And take an inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot through, left knee down, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. Pause here, sink into the right knee, get that left hip flexor nice and long. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist open to the right and bring the right hand down to the left calf, left arm stretching up and over, nice and long through the left side body. So sometimes when we're feeling down, I know for me, this is a tough day. It's not easy, but just getting on the yoga mat, getting into connection with your body, moving that energy through. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down around the right foot. Shift the hips back towards the left heel and bring the right foot forward, right toes pointing up, fold in. And this is a very sacred time with yourself. And keep that right hip pulled back, get nice and long through the back of the right leg. Your yoga practice becomes kind of like your body church, body temple, body synagogue, whatever you want to call it. This is your holy place to reconnect with self, come back into heart resonance, forgive, maybe not forget, but move forward with love. Take an inhale, come forward, bend the right knee. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot through, right knee down, reach the arms up, Anjaneyasana. So no matter what is hurting, no matter if it is heartbreak, heartache, whether it is death or grief, whether it's confusion or uncertainty, Just breathe in, let it go, let yourself settle. Inhale. Exhale, twist open to the left hand down to the right calf, right arm stretching up and over. And I was talking to a really good friend yesterday, and we were just talking about our sadness, our loneliness. And we both agreed that it felt really good to know that we both felt lonely and that so many people feel lonely. And so we're feeling lonely together. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Shift the hips back to the right heel. Travel the left foot forward and fold over the left shin. So just know that no matter how dark things can feel, no matter how alienating or confusing or embarrassing, or if our guilt comes up, these things are all temporary, that in time, if we can do these reminders, if we can write ourselves love letters and come to our temple space each day, a little bit more and more we see our beauty, we see our brilliance, we forgive ourselves, we forgive others, and we move forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, bend the left knee, step forward, fold. Take an inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bend the elbows, open the heart space, back bend. And exhale, hands alongside the body. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bow down, slight bend in the knees, let the head hang. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, plank position, top of that push-up once again. Stay here, so we stay in the challenge. So you might already feel like life is a challenge right now. Things might be tough. So this plank is not any easier. Pull the belly in, slight rounding of the upper back. We're going to do a little different variation this time with the vinyasa. Take an inhale. Exhale, come down halfway, keep the elbows in by the ribs. Inhale, forward, slide onto the tops of the feet, keep the thighs lifted nice and long through the front body. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, downward facing dog. Breathe here in and out of the nostrils deeply. Relax the brow, relax the jaw, and notice if any emotions come up, if any feelings. If thought and fantasy comes up, just allow yourself to be present. This is your space. This is your time with you. Take an inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, step the right foot through, reach the arms up, keep the back knee lifted, high crescent lunge. Sink into the right knee. Keep the right hip pulling back. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up to the right, bring the right hand down to the left thigh, left arm stretching up and over, get nice and long. Feel nice and long through the left side body. And these are moments as well to start to feel pride and courage in your body and showing up. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up warrior two to the left side. Bend into the right knee, nice and wide here. Put some strength into the arms, sink in. Take an inhale. Exhale, right elbow on the right thigh, left arm stretching up overhead, nice and long through the left side body. Look over towards the left. I've got this beautiful view of the forest here. Whatever you're looking at, find the beauty in it, even if it's just in your apartment, in the park. Just having gratitude for having the time right now to even come into our body, come into our practice. Take an inhale, lift up, crescent. Whoop. And exhale, hands around the right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot through. Reach up, crescent lunge. So sink into that left knee and relax again the shoulders, the jaw, the brow. Deep breaths in and out of the nostrils. We learn in this practice when we connect with ourselves to slow down, to be fully present, to notice the subtleties. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up. Left arm reaching back, right arm forward, twisting to the left. Bring the left hand to the back of the right thigh, right arm stretching up and over. We learn to stop forcing and pushing and grasping for things in our lives. If something wants to go, let it go. If something wants to stay, let it stay. Take an inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Sink into the left knee. Nice open chest. And we just come into trust. So trusting that what is meant to be in our field will be in our field. What is meant to leave our field will leave. But always we are there. So no matter if the world washes away, self remains. Bend the left elbow, place it on the left thigh. Right arm stretching up and over, nice and long. Take an inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands around the left foot, step back, downward facing dog. Slowly walk the feet forward to meet the hands. Take your time. And fold in. Take hands to the lower back. Make a little fist. Press the fist up and back. And slight bend in the knees. Let the head hang again. So truly all that we seek is right here within. The world is just a reflection. We've got the macrocosm of human experience with all the external aspects, just a projection of the microcosm of the individual. So you find lessons in the challenges, you find celebrations in the joyous moments, and let go of things being good or bad, painful or pleasurable, just accepting in all. Let go of the hands. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to shins. Exhale, plant the hands, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Bring the hands alongside the body again, grounding down through the feet, relaxing the shoulders. You can find a focal point forward or shut the eyes. And again, just acknowledging what your inner world is, your inner experience. How is it projected onto the world? Do you find joy or do you find pain? Do you tend to keep finding yourself in the same loops over and over, the same relationships, the same stories, the same conversations? And just know that the answers to ease and peace, they rest right here within. Take an inhale, lift the arms up, pull the left knee into the chest. Exhale, shift the left leg back behind you, arms forward. Left leg is floating back behind, so warrior three. Keep that left hip rolling underneath the body. And so there's some accountability that comes with understanding the world as a reflection of our inner experience. So there's some accountability for us to really take here. Bring the hands down to the earth, left leg lifted, standing splits. That we can look back on the past and regret all of our actions and inactions, or we can see that right here in this moment we have a choice to change, to reframe, to correct our experience. Inhale, lift all the way up, stand up, left foot to the earth, reach the arms up. Pull the right knee into the chest. Exhale, right leg back behind you, arms come forward, warrior three, balancing on that left foot. So do your best to not get stuck on, oh, I've done so many things so wrong in the past, and just know that in this moment you have the power and the strength to reframe, to change. It's going to take time, but you can do it. Hands to the earth, right leg lifted. So each moment, each of those painful and hard moments, instead of looking outside yourself, looking to blame the world, look inward. And what is your action or inaction? Where is your accountability, and how can you change the narrative to get what it is that you're looking for in the future? Drop the right foot down, inhale, reach up. And exhale, fold down, come onto the tiptoes, bend the knees. Fold to the earth. Then the knees come down to a seat boat pose. Keep the legs lifted. Keep the chest open, arms alongside the body. Maybe the legs straighten for more challenge. So it's a lot of power in changing our perspective and bringing everything back in. Bring the feet down to the earth, pull onto the shins, let the head drop in between the knees, and take a deep breath out of the mouth. Again. Again. Just do your best here to not beat yourself up on what you could have done or should have done, or what others could have done or should have done. Lift the chest. Bring the hands to the top of the shins and slowly slide down onto the back. Knees into the chest and rock from side to side, cradling yourself here, nurturing. And just letting yourself feel the earth beneath you, the support, the groundedness. We can't go back into the past. We don't want to live in the possibility of the future, but right here in this moment, acknowledging and noticing your inner experience and its reflection into the outer world. What can we do to change the narrative, to shift our perspective, to come back into heart resonance, to be open, to forgive, to love, to move forward? Keep the right knee into the chest, extend the left leg long, pull the right knee over to the left side, right arm opening up wide, just twisting open here. You can look towards the right or keep the head looking up. And let these perspectives of accountability not overwhelm you, not pull you into story of wrongness. But when we take accountability, we take our power back and we acknowledge that we have every power in our being to have what it is that we desire, to write the story that we want to write, to have the love that we want to have. Come back through center, knees into the chest. Keep the left knee, extend the right leg, and pull the left knee over towards the right. Open the left arm up. And it's time to take our power back, to love ourselves first, to forgive ourselves, to give empathy and compassion, but also to let go. Let go of what was and allow in what is. When you're ready, come back through center. Let's take a short Shavasana, and if you would like, you can always pause the video, stay for as long as you need. Be here for only a minute or two. And really feel the support of the earth beneath you, not just laying here and zoning out, but feel into the fact that you are always supported. Mother Earth beneath you is always solid and stable, even when we are not. You are safe here. You are contained. You are protected. You are worthy. You are alive. And just by being born, you are love. Your deep presence and consciousness. You have never been and will never be alone. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Feel the rise and fall here, the preciousness of your being. And when you're ready, inhale, lengthen the arms up overhead, get long. And pull the knees into the chest and fall over to the right side. And fetal pose here, just taking a moment like that, curdling into yourself in the morning or as you did as a child, and just feeling the tenderness of yourself, tenderness of your experience, of your love. Use the hands to press you up to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Hands resting on the knees. Take a deep breath in, deep sigh out. Bring right hand to the left shoulder, left hand to the right shoulder. Let the head drop in, just embracing self. We need to find ways in our society to come back to that self-love. Let go of producing and consuming. Let go of our selfishness. I invite you here to truly invite in deep, deep, deep love for yourself. From here, having that connection of just seeing our worth, seeing our magnitude, the vastness of our connection, our energy, that living energy that lives within us. When we have a deep connection to that, first and foremost, then our love travels outward without needs, without grasping, without pushing. Our energy becomes attractive and appealing, pulling in more love than we could ever imagine. Being cradled against thousands of hearts, being welcomed into a global community. So seek within, let go of seeking without. Pull your energy into yourself, love yourself. Find practices that bring you back to self. And see the magic that unfolds when you love yourself so dearly and hold yourself so strongly. When you need nothing from the world and it needs nothing from you, you will be given the world. Hands into heart center, bowing head to heart. The warrior and war within me honors the warrior and war within each of you. Namaste, dear yogis. Thank you guys for practicing with me this morning. I'm feeling warmer and lighter for sharing my practice, my words, my inner experience with you. And I hope that the right ears and the right hearts hear these words and that it falls upon them with hope and optimism for a future that is nurturing and holding of self. I love you dearly, and I hope that a peace of mind has come to you today. And I'll see you again real soon in the future.